Once upon a time, in the heart of bustling London, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was a reserved, introverted man in his early 30s, working as a financial analyst in a high-rise office building. His life was structured, predictable, and solitary, marked by long hours at the office and quiet evenings at home. He found comfort in numbers and spreadsheets, where everything had its place and purpose. Across the city, in a vibrant neighborhood filled with eclectic shops and colorful murals, lived Emma. Emma was a free-spirited woman in her late 20s, a talented violinist who played in the city's busiest streets and quaintest cafes. Her days were filled with music, art, and spontaneous adventures, her soul thriving on the unpredictability of life. Emma's laughter was contagious, her energy boundless, and her smile could light up the dreariest of days. One fateful evening, as the autumn leaves painted the city in hues of gold and crimson, Daniel decided to take a different route home from work. He wandered through a lively market square he had never explored before, drawn by the sound of music. There, in the center of the square, stood Emma, her violin singing a hauntingly beautiful melody that captivated everyone who passed by. Daniel stopped in his tracks, mesmerized by the music and the woman creating it. Emma's eyes met Daniel's across the crowd, and for a moment, time seemed to stand still. There was an undeniable connection, a spark that neither could ignore. After her performance, Daniel hesitantly approached her, his usual shyness momentarily forgotten. "That was beautiful," he said softly, his voice barely audible over the bustle of the market. Emma smiled warmly. "Thank you. I'm Emma." "Daniel," he replied, offering his hand. "I've never heard anything like that before." "Music has a way of touching the soul," Emma said, her eyes twinkling with curiosity. "What brings you here?" Daniel shrugged, a slight smile playing on his lips. "I don't usually come this way. I guess I was meant to hear you play." From that moment on, Daniel and Emma's lives became intertwined. Despite their differences, they found a deep connection in each other's company. Daniel was drawn to Emma's spontaneity and zest for life, while Emma found comfort in Daniel's stability and quiet strength. They began to spend more time together, exploring the city, sharing stories, and discovering new passions. Daniel introduced Emma to the world of numbers and logic, showing her the beauty he found in the predictability of finance. Emma, in turn, opened Daniel's eyes to the magic of music and art, teaching him to embrace the unexpected and find joy in the little things. They balanced each other perfectly, their love growing stronger with each passing day. However, life, with all its unpredictability, had a way of testing even the strongest bonds. One crisp winter morning, as the city was blanketed in snow, Emma woke up with a severe headache and a sense of dizziness. She brushed it off, attributing it to the cold weather and fatigue from a late-night performance. But as the days went by, her symptoms worsened. Concerned, Daniel insisted she see a doctor. After a series of tests, the diagnosis came: Emma had a rare and aggressive form of brain cancer. The news was a devastating blow, shattering their world into a million pieces. The doctors outlined the treatment options, but the prognosis was grim. Despite the dire circumstances, Emma remained hopeful and determined. "Daniel, we will fight this," she said, her voice strong despite the fear in her eyes. "We have to make the most of every moment we have." Daniel, heartbroken but resolute, vowed to be by her side every step of the way. He accompanied her to every doctor's appointment, every chemotherapy session, and every moment of pain and struggle. Emma continued to play her violin whenever she could, her music becoming a source of strength and solace for both of them. The treatments took a toll on Emma, her once boundless energy gradually fading. But she never lost her spirit, her love for life, or her passion for music. Daniel, inspired by her courage, found strength he never knew he had. He became her rock, her anchor in the storm, providing unwavering support and love. One evening, as Emma lay in bed, exhausted from a particularly grueling round of treatment, she turned to Daniel with tears in her eyes. "Promise me something, Daniel," she whispered. "Anything, Emma," he replied, his heart aching. "Promise me that you'll keep living, keep finding beauty in the world, even after I'm gone. Don't let my illness take away the light we found together." Daniel could barely speak through his tears. "I promise, Emma. I promise." As winter turned to spring, Emma's condition worsened. The doctors did everything they could, but it became clear that her time was running out. Daniel spent every possible moment with her, cherishing the precious time they had left. On a warm spring evening, as the sun set over the city, Emma took her last breath in Daniel's arms. Her passing was peaceful, her face serene. Daniel felt a profound emptiness, a void that seemed impossible to fill. The days that followed were a blur of grief and sorrow. Daniel found himself lost without Emma, the vibrant colors of his life now dull and muted. He kept his promise to her, though. He continued to visit the places they loved, finding solace in the memories of their time together. One day, as he sat in the market square where they had first met, a small package was delivered to him. It was from Emma. With trembling hands, he opened it to find a collection of her final compositions and a letter. "Daniel, if you're reading this, it means I'm no longer by your side in person, but know that I'm always with you in spirit. These compositions are my gift to you, a reminder of the love and beauty we shared. Keep living, keep loving, and never stop finding the music in life. With all my love, Emma." Daniel wept as he read her words, her voice echoing in his mind. He looked at the compositions, each one a masterpiece filled with the essence of their love and journey together. They were a testament to Emma's indomitable spirit and her unwavering belief in the power of love. Inspired by Emma's final gift, Daniel decided to honor her memory in the best way he knew how. He organized a concert in the market square, titled "Love's Melody," showcasing Emma's compositions and the story of their love. The concert was a resounding success, touching the hearts of everyone who attended. Through this process, Daniel found a new sense of purpose. He began to see the world through Emma's eyes, finding beauty and inspiration in the everyday moments. He continued to live his life with the same passion and love that Emma had shown him, carrying her spirit with him wherever he went. Years passed, and while the pain of losing Emma never fully disappeared, Daniel found a way to move forward. He met new people, made new memories, and continued to create, always guided by the lessons Emma had taught him. Daniel's love for Emma remained a constant, a beacon of light in his life. He kept her compositions in his home, a reminder of the incredible journey they had shared. And every year, on the anniversary of her passing, he would visit the market square, their special place, to remember and honor the love that had forever changed him. In the end, Daniel realized that love is not defined by the time we have, but by the impact we make on each other's lives. Emma had left an indelible mark on his heart, and through her music, her spirit lived on, inspiring countless others to find beauty in the world around them. Their love story was one of joy and sorrow, of laughter and tears, but above all, it was a story of hope and resilience. Daniel and Emma had found each other in the vastness of the city, and their love had created a masterpiece that would endure for eternity.